Welcome to our partner training on leave of absence management fundamentals. This is a 10-minute segment on how we help your organization honor employee leave protections and minimize the associated expenses. Our agenda with this segment of partner training includes our objectives with leave of absence or LOA management, an overview of LOA protections. These laws are complex, and EG is here to help you navigate them effectively. Review of the LOA collaboration process. We'll show you how to initiate an LOA case in EG Force and collaborate with us on leave administration. Review of employee responsibilities. We'll show you what employees need to do to honor your company policies while on leave. Tracking protected time off using elements and the LOA case. Let's review our objective with leave management. We want to ensure compliance with LOA protections. Leave management requires technical expertise and coordination to be compliant. We want to minimize the impact of LOA on productivity, profitability, and the customer experience. Employee absence can be very disruptive. Careful management of each leave ensures that employees return to work as soon and safely as possible. We want to ensure all contributors understand their role in the process. Managers and HR partners have a role to play and must understand these responsibilities for the process to flow smoothly. A regulated leave of absence is an unpaid leave that allows an employee to be off work for an extended period of time and return to their former position when the leave ends. On this screen is a short list of protected leaves that may apply to your organization. Each type of leave has its own unique requirements. The good news is you have our team of experts to help administer all the variables. Let's review how we collaborate with your team to manage the leave process. When an employee notifies you or a manager of a potential need for a leave, the manager needs to provide a LOA request form to the employee. This form can be found in EG Force Knowledge and captures the information needed to determine any leave entitlements. In some cases, the manager may need to complete the form for the employee because they can't do it for themselves. Submit LOA request via LOA Wizard located on the employee profile in EG Force. The request should be submitted as soon as you receive notice that an employee may need a leave of absence. Most leaves have strict requirements on how soon we notify the employee of their eligibility. Our LOA team will initiate a leave of absence case review. Your company's HR partner is our primary contact. Let's review how we create a leave request using the wizard. You can request LOA support right from the employee profile. This is the fastest way to get the ball rolling and ensures that we get all the information we need to evaluate and properly provide the potential leave entitlements. Search for the employee record in the global search bar and click on their last name. Click the Leave of Absence Request button. Answer the questions and save the record. Each question is critical to processing the leave correctly and honoring the timelines required by law. After saving the leave request, our LOA team will review leave protections with your HR partner. We'll work with you and your team to determine if a leave of absence should be granted and what type of protections will apply, if any. Our LOA team will produce the designation and required documents for the HR partner to send. If the leave is approved, we'll provide an approved leave of absence notice that includes directions for you and the employee taking the leave. The HR partner will notify payroll of any accrual usage by the employee. This ensures that directions on what vacation or sick leave accruals the employee wants to apply are communicated to payroll timely. Our LOA team will manage the life cycle of the leave. An LOA team member will then produce appropriate documents to designate the leave and produce employee notices and instructions. The manager will track attendance in Elements. Because there are a set number of hours employees are entitled to receive based on the type of leave, Elements will be used to track full or partial days scheduled but missed due to leave-related concerns. Return to work release, medical certification. A week before the expected return date, the manager needs to ensure that a properly completed medical release has been received before adding the employee back to the schedule. This should be forwarded to the LOA team for review. They'll provide guidance on any return to work restrictions the employee may have. EG will close the case once all obligations are met. Employees have responsibilities while on leave as well. They must communicate with you about their status, such as the expected return to work date or the need for additional accommodations. Failure to communicate or maintain contact with the company while on a leave may jeopardize any protections offered under applicable state and federal laws. Establish an agreed upon method of communication to be used for sending notices and reminders. When hired, they signed an electronic communication agreement, acknowledging that this communication would be done through email. If the employee does not notify the company of their preference, communications will be sent via email to the email they provided. Arrange to make payments that are normally deducted out of paychecks. Employees must maintain their benefit payment obligations while on leave. They'll be required to make arrangements to make those payments until they return to active status. Let's review the purpose of the LOA case in EG Force. The LOA case can be found on the Global Case tab or the Employee Profile. The LOA case allows us to collaborate more effectively. Managing a protected leave of absence requires collaboration between you and EG. There are hundreds of details to be considered, follow-ups that need to be performed timely, and timelines that have to be honored. Track the time used easily right on the LOA case. Share documents securely. Documents that require a signature can be uploaded to the case record. And it allows your organization to monitor LOA impact through insightful dashboards on time utilization. When you land on an LOA case, you'll see tabs that break down the case by details, time usage, history of actions taken, and collaboration, or who's involved. Protected time is easy to track with elements. Click on the Time Usage tab and create an element to document a protected absence. This is especially important on intermittent leaves, as the time records in each element roll up to the overall time usage display. Time tracked on each element rolls up to the total time used on the Time Usage tab. Continuous leaves are automatically tracked each week by the system. That means the system creates a new element every week the employee continues to be absent and counts that time. The Elements wizard allows you to create and connect an attendance element from the home page, employee profile, or the LOA case. This will prompt you through each step in building the element. When you create the element from the home page or employee profile, the attendance wizard will guide you to connecting the LOA record. Remembering and mastering all the information in this training takes time and practice. Our knowledge base has a wealth of information, including the process and the forms for managing leaves of absence. You can contact Employer's Guardian or refer to the appropriate article for more information when you're in doubt. Thank you for your participation. For assistance with this process, please contact LOA-ADA at employersguardian.com or give us a call.